going, traders? Steve Gorniak here from GTRADENOW.com. Guys, wanted to bring you guys in for some live trading, doing things a lot different than I normally do. I'm going to try to make this as much educational for free as I can. So on my screen, guys, is my Nadex account. I've taken this account down to $100, and I think it was $110 actually, because I left some money there for some commissions and whatnot. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do this daily. I'm going to try to trade this account daily. Take 1 to 4 trades on this account. For the start, we're going to be doing 1 contract and really try to grow this. As you can see right now, I'm up 28.50. I have a work order. Actually, I'm going to put a work order here at 86 to get me out of this. And I did 86 because I really liked 85, but if I did 86, then it's going to pay for the commission, right? So so that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to get out. I'm not really too worried about an extra $15, so that's why I'm just going to take my profit when the profit is there. I don't want to lose it. So every single day, I'm going to go through. I'm going to make some trades, record them like I'm doing right now, and then I'll go through the charts to try to show you why I did what I did. Now, if you would like to take this challenge with me, go ahead, join our chat room. I would love to have someone to trade with and to do a small account challenge with. So as you can see right now, guys, we're about to hopefully hit our take profit here. There it goes. Okay, so you guys can see my take profit just hit. All right, so I just realized in that video, I kind of cut off all this process here. So all I did, guys, and I'll teach you really quick. This is all set up however you like it. This is exactly what I like to do. All right, and I like to be able to see my total and my return on my investment. All right. Now, as I told you guys before, I started with $110. My first trade of the day was a $30 winner. Okay, now to get this information, for those of you that are not part of our group and who have never seen any videos from me before, I want to show you really quick. To get this information here so you can track your own spreadsheets, you go and you have to be on the old platform so that way you can get your historical data. All right, so you go under my account, history, transactions, and I just did for 6 hours because that's what I'm trading from. And then as you can see, guys, my deposit here of $100. When I withdrew, I left $10 in just in case I wanted to see if I can do an out of the money trade and or utilize it for commissions on this account. Okay, so we see here 1.1478 on the buy time, and we got out at 86. You guys saw that take profit order hit. All right, so then I just plug in here, and then you highlight this column here will give you your total. You highlight those numbers, you go here and click sum. It's going to give you automatically this number minus the commissions. Okay, so for me, I'm up 30.75 on the day. All right, not bad considering this is only a $100 account, guys. Which the cool thing is this count is now has a 29% gain in one day. All right, so pretty awesome growth. Now I'm going to try to get us in another trade. I'm looking to trade at least 1 more, maybe 2 more, max 3 more to try to grow this account. Now with this account, guys, you have to, when you're trading small, you have to try to maximize your winners and exit your losers as fast as possible. That is the name of the game. All right, taking profit and building. Don't worry if you're taking profit and it's like $15. All right, take that money. All right, here we go. So if you can kind of focus on that green line, that's the high of day. So that's kind of my play. That's what I'm hoping. When I pushed the submit button, we were pretty much right on it. We were kind of consolidating. It was like right around in this area here. So I waited for 1.1492 to turn to support, which was like right in here. I hit order or hit buy. We came into here. I was up like $7 maybe, and then we kind of pulled back a little bit. So we are still making higher lows, as you can see on the chart. And the goal here is to break 1.1495, because I think once we break it, we're going to get a nice momentum push. And I'm hoping if we can get that push, we get a take profit order. I'm bringing you guys back in because we're actually about to break this high of day. I think hopefully we can break it. There's kind of a lot of resistance going on right there. It's a struggle to get over. But I wanted to see if I bring you guys back in, if we do break it, I want to see if we can get a nice push of momentum. All right, we just broke it. Boom. There it goes. There it goes. See that? And just like that, we got a nice breakout. Now, let me go to the group real quick. So now everyone kind of is on the same page. We now know why I'm in the trade, because Euro's very bullish. Right? We know why I got my strike. Higher support, following trend. All right? So that's why I got my strike. So you could utilize these. I'm doing this for you all to get some free education. For those of you that can't afford to upgrade your education, no worries. You know, I want to give back any way I can. I know it's tough times right now, coronavirus. Then we got a lot of riots, protests, people's jobs are shutting down again. So the goal is to try to help you guys as much as I can for free. So you guys can do what I'm doing and supplement your account and try to supplement some income. Okay, now, so we're pulling back. We need this high of day, the previous high of day, to hold as support. If the previous high of day holds as support, I'm going to continue to hold this trade. I was up $15. You know, I may consider exiting around 20 if we can get back up there. But I do have a work order at 85 to get filled. Okay, so I want to maximize as much as I can. All right, but the goal, especially when you're first starting out on a small account challenge, is to minimize any loss. You don't want to take any loss. All right, so now first 1 minute candle to make a new high here. High is 968. We are at 967, so I think if we can get to 968, we have a break. We failed. So I need to make sure that this high of day is now support. That is what I'm solely watching. And if it does break, I'm still okay because my stop loss is at 932, which is still above my strike, and I should be able to lock in some profit. It might not be what I wanted, because ultimately I'm trying to get at least 30 bucks on this trade, but we'll see. All right, so this candle's high, 967. All right, so if we can get up 967, I could see another break happening. 966, didn't get it. 5 minute is setting up too. Still have, it's a brand new 5 minute candle. The 5 minute settings is setting up as well to take off. There's the new first 1 minute candle to make a new high, and we got a rejection. So that's not always a great sign. All right, let's give it some time. There it is. It's rejecting. All right, so on the 5 minute, what I'm looking for on a 5 minute, the same kind of deal. This is the 5 minute candle right here. Is 968 is the high. All right, so we need to break 968 for this, in my opinion, to get a nice quick move up, and it should hit us our take profit. That's what I'm hoping for. Again, trade your plan. This is my plan, and if you see what I'm saying, you know, this is one way you can grow your account. Now again, I'm expecting a pullback here. We're pretty far from our moving averages. 9.5 needs to hold as support. That first trade that I took on Euro expired ITM. Could have had full profit on that, but that's okay. There's no reason for me to exit. There it is. There's the first 1 minute candle, make a new high. 5 minutes setting up still. There's no reason for me to exit this trade. Look at that breakout. See that? First 1 minute sets up a breakout. Look at that. First 5 minute, we just set up a breakout. Take profit coming. I just alerted my group to take profit now, just to make sure that their account isn't in jeopardy. I always want them to take profit when they can. Of course, those that are in, they may decide, you know what, this trade looks really good. I'm gonna go ahead and hold it. And it's your account. I'm gonna try to maximize this. The chart looks really good. Me personally, I don't see a reason to sell yet. But again, when you're trading on a small account, take your money. All right, guys, so as you can see, I did not exit because I was talking. And we got one hell of a push to the downside. So if we come back below our strike, I'm going to have to minimize this. But we're still making higher lows, so I still like it. This area just needs to hold. Now, on my other charts, we had a nice 9 EMA bounce on the 5 minute. We were really extended. I mean, if you look from here to here, you know, that's, you know, it's almost a % move right here, right? So we were extended. I did anticipate, I did see it coming. I saw it, but I was talking, and it just happened so fast, and I couldn't cut. But at one point, I was up $25. Now, that's the exact opposite of what I said we need to do on a small account, is to take our money. So I got to be really wary of that. I do not want to lose anything on this account. And I also do not want to trade scared either. So, you know, scared to lose money. A lot of times, if you're scared to lose money, you lose money. Right? So I'm not scared at all to lose money. It's just I would like to build this account. So we're going to see how this holds up here. Right now, this is right on our 50 EMA. For those of you that use moving averages, the high of the 1 minute is 94, so 1.1494. So if we can break above that, we should see a nice little surge. This might be a good dip buy here for some. Okay, we're getting a little pullback. And it's pretty cool because you're seeing it live in action. You're seeing what I'm doing. I wish I would have added here, but on this account, you know, I really don't have much to add with yet. But I could have added here to increase my position because we are making higher lows. I do like the way this chart is shaping up. That little pullback needed to happen. It was completely overextended. So we got a high of 939, so we're at 938. Let's see if we can get this 1 minute over 939. See if we can get a little break back up, push here. See how that's so beautiful. Like, if you know how to look at candles, you know technical analysis. I'll show you guys the 5 minute. We got about 1 minute left on this 5 minute candle. So the next setup we would have is after this candle expires, if we can get a push above the high of the 5 minute. This is just how I manage, all right? I don't use short time frames to gauge when what I'm gonna trade. I use shorter time frames to gauge my entrance and my exits and how I manage the trade, all right? And technical analysis. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to our website, message me, ask questions. I do a lot of stuff and answer a lot of questions and give a lot of pointers and stuff for 100% free. I do not want to take advantage of the circumstances that's going on in the world right now. I know everyone could use a little extra income, and everyone can utilize the Nadex or trading in general to get some extra income, especially while you're not working. This is something that you can learn. I have a ton of people learning this right now. All right, so here, 5-minute break right now, high 957, we're at 958. We're not getting too much of a push here, which usually when it breaks like that, we usually get a nice push, and it usually happens pretty fast. So if you're not getting that, it's starting to come in now. All right, so now what I'm looking at is we're gonna retest the highs. That's what I think is gonna happen, retesting the highs. So I'm gonna let this go a little bit and see if my take profit order can happen. As far as charts, I get that asked a lot. I still use Thinkorswim. I mainly use Thinkorswim for chart sharing and for 5 minutes. I've got into TC2000 because I've really got into the stock market, and here my take profit order may hit here soon in a second. Boom, all out. So you guys just saw that, and you guys seen the rip. Once we break through high a day, look at that rip. So that is the exact strategy I use on this. And as you can see now, my account is up to 172, and look at this rip. I wish I had like 100 contracts there. The transactions, 6 hours, and we're gonna look at my trades, okay? So as you can see, full transparency. There's my deposit. These are the trades I've taken. So we've already copied the first one, so let's do the second one. We got in 1139, out 1222 with 30, whatever that is. We'll see here. I'm not sure exactly how much I got. Let's go back to new. And all right, guys, so I just updated our spreadsheet. You know, for those of you that didn't see, I went to the old platform, copied my transactions. You guys saw the trade. Updated this. So the first one we took $30.75, and this one we took 30. Now, if you look, the actual investment, $53. These were both buys. All right, so the first one was $46, and we got 30. Okay, so $46 risk, and we got $30 in return. All right, guys, so I'm back in the market again. Back on Euro, I kind of just let it retrace a little bit. All right, so I'm not sure where this cut off. For some reason, my recording cut, so I'm just going to go over this again. So what I did was I let this pull back a little. I was watching it, became heavy. I let it pull back. I started looking at strikes around support. And if you look left here, support. Once we got this candle here, I wanted to see the next candle, which was right here, turn green. So then I knew that, okay, we did have buyers coming in. I entered on the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, which was this candle right here, is where I entered. And now we're pulling back, making higher. And now I think we're gonna go to the highs. That's ultimately where I'm trying to go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this video play out. All right, guys, so that just hit my take profit target, as you can see. So the reason I set at 87, I was trying to get us to the $200 limit here for the day, or $100 to 200. Okay, so I was trying to get us to an even $200 mark. Didn't quite get us there because of the commissions. But what I want to show, we're gonna go ahead, go to the old
4.8%.
Tesla's getting smashed. All right, so let's go ahead and copy this, and we're gonna paste here. And this trade was a little less than our other ones, $26. All right, so let's bold, italicize this. All right, and our account is now 199.25. 10 to 199. What did I say it was? 199.25. All right. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, I'm going to try to do these every single day for you guys so we can kind of judge and see where this $100 account challenge will go. So I just took a starter on this trade here. Buying 1.1534. Now I'm going to have a tight stop on this because I don't want to give up profits on the day. I wasn't going to trade again, but we kind of had a nice little high day set up. So what I did, and you can see new high day just formed, I bought for the 5-minute breakout, so expecting a break of the high. As you can see, we're starting to get a nice little first candle make a new high is when I actually entered, and I got filled at 53.25. Not the best fill. I was hoping to get around 50, but I did a limit, not a market. So all right, so now the reason I was confident in this is we started making we're still making higher highs, higher lows. We started formulating support right after we broke high of day. Okay, so I saw this candle here, and we're kind of pushing. So I have an order set at 86 to get me out, I believe. 86. Yep, I have an order at 86. One of the things too, when you're trading a small account is not to overtrade. Now I like I said in the beginning, if you guys watched from the beginning, 1 to 4 trades is about what I wanted to take. After my 3rd consecutive win, I should have probably stopped, but the setup was there. And if the setup is there and you feel confident in the setup with your technical analysis, you got to take the trade. Very cleaner to see. So this is the high of day. This was the former high of day. As you can see, this 5-minute pullback was actually like about 10 minutes, full 5 minutes of pullback down to this 35.27. So you guys see where my exit strategy was. First 1-minute candle, second 1-minute candle make a new high. I'm hoping this 5-minute candle pushes and we can get a retest of 1.5390, which is the high. If we get a breakthrough there, we should be able to continue to run. But this market has been kind of running all day, as you guys can see on the daily here. It's been running. Look how strong this daily chart is. This is another thing, like, you have to look at the daily. If you don't look at the daily when you're trading, you got problems, all right? Like, you're gonna have some problems. You need to understand where the market's going, what the market's doing on the day, all right? And I like to know where it was yesterday also, so you kind of get an idea, right? Like, what's going on, all right? But that's just me, okay? Remember, 32.7 is where I really got to start looking at if this comes against me. High of last 1 minute was 36.4, so I'm looking for a 36.4 push. Here's 36.4. We need to see 36.5 or better for a potential move to higher. There's 36.8. First candle make a new high right here. 5-minute candle make a new high right here. We're getting a little lift off here. I now want to see a retest of the highs. 39. That's my target. That's not my target, but that's what I'm anticipating to happen. High last 5 minute was 36.8. We're at 36.4. We had rejection. We got up to 37.4. I would like to see a little bit more of a break out there on that candle. Personally, and you can kind of see my Nadex in the background. It's going from positive to negative, and just kind of. Now I get asked a lot, like, what do you do? Like, how do you determine stops? Like, I literally do not care about what Nadex says, like dollar sign wise. I don't. Like, I'm cognizant of it, but I don't care about it. I care about what the chart says. And as I showed you here, we had a touch here at 35 or 32.7. We had another. We had a move, a pullback back to 32.7. If we break 32.7, that's the low of this little consolidation here. If we break that, there's more downside than upside. So that's why that's my risk, right? Hopefully that makes sense. If you don't understand that, shoot me an email, and I'll explain it to you. But that was this is my risk based on looking left. I see way more potential to the downside than I do to the upside if we crack 32.7. And as you can see here, looking at these candles here, pretty long wicks at the top, selling pressure starting to come in. All right, so we're getting close to stopping out here. All right, see, that's why. Okay, so now low was 32.9. We got the 33.1. So we're still making higher lows. So I'm still holding. I'm respecting it. I want it to continue to move. All right, so I'm going to move this chart over here because I need to be able to exit if I need to exit. First candle, 5-minute candle just made a new high, little breakout here. So that's what I'm playing here. We got a little resistance right here. We just broke it. I'm hoping this candle can get us a push to test the highs. You can see by looking at these, you could clearly see that there's a lot of selling pressure up in this area. All right, so we got to take, I don't want to exit yet because I'm respecting my stops. But we got to be cognizant once we get to these highs. If we don't break and we see rejection, you know, we might just want to lock in some profit here. All right, let's see what this 5-minute does. High is 37.8. We're at 38.2 now. Let's see if we can get a nice break to the highs. If we get a nice break to the highs, break 39. All right. Yeah, break 39. All right, broke it. Now let's see a run. Now there was a lot of resistance, right? So you're seeing that. This is pretty sweet that you're getting to see that. Now look, 1, 2, there's a triple top right at the high of day. We're pretty extended now, so I wouldn't be surprised if it pulls back, but I'm hoping we push through the highs. Should pull. I hope it doesn't. I want to get out of this through the highs. Well, we're pretty extended on the 1-minute and the 5-minute. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did get a pullback. But the reason why I use these EMAs too to help with stops is they move. Okay, so as you can see now, my strike is 34 and my EMA is now 35.1. Okay, so kind of helps conserve, kind of helps protect profit as well. Now, I don't always exit just when it touches. I like to give it a little space, a little breathe. I've already discussed that my stop loss, no matter what, is going to be down here, right? So until then, I want to hold. But I didn't really like how we only broke this by 0.2 and then got huge rejection. So we're going to continue to be patient. Maybe this candle will do it for us. So we need a break 39.2 on this candle for the first 1-minute candle to make a new high. Now, I teach this. This is not something that is hidden. This is pretty well-known technical analysis. Technical analysis. I could tell you what I do not do is look at green and green and choose red, or red and red make green. Didn't do that at all. This is a 100% technical analysis on what I believe is going to happen with this. And there's the push. Now let's see a run. Nice rally. I got a work order set at 85. 86. But see now I'm confident because we broke through highs. And we're getting a little rejection, but I'm a little bit more confident considering that we're now up to 39s and not 32s, and I'm up 17, but that's irrelevant because this money is not yours until you actually take profit, right? So seeing green here is irrelevant. All right. High of this last candle is 39.7, so I want to see that 39.7 break. Again, we are extended, so I'm expecting a pullback here and there. And I'm sure there's someone that's watching this video that's wondering, like, why didn't I add? Why didn't, you know, those questions there? There's 39.7 and a rejection. So I didn't add because I'm on a small account. Now, if I had a bigger account here, if I was actually in my large account, as we dipped down in here and started forming support higher, up here, not down here, because this would be my stop loss. I'm not going to add to a loser, okay? But right around here, we push up and we pull back. You know, I could have added in this area here. This is above my strike. This candle here that showed its hand, created support, and was a green candle, I could have added there to get a little bit better of an average. Because I think I was down like maybe $10 the most on this trade. But that's what I could have done. But I didn't. On a small account, it's not the best. All right, so now 39.7, we got 39.7, but we didn't get any momentum with it, so kind of just holding. See, now right now I'm in a lot better of a spot because we're now testing highs. Well, we just made highs, and I'm pretty far away from my stops. And now my stop is now moved because I'm using the 20 EMA. So now instead of 32.7, I'm gonna stop out at 36. Right? So, you know, give or take. You know, I might let it bounce a little bit here at 37. I'm not gonna exit right when it hits it. I'm gonna let it do its thing. So I really didn't like that rally there. I mean, when you get a candle formation that, I guess it didn't make a high. I thought it did. So normally when you see like a 1 minute candle or a 5 minute candle to make the new high, the first one to make a new high, usually you get a little push with it. So here 39.7 is this candle's high. So I'm looking right here, we got 39.7. So exactly. So we're kind of consolidating right here. So I'm looking to make a move higher. We need to go over 39.7. This 5 minute candle is 39.7. So if I put this here, and if we break it, you're going to see on my right chart that we just took a 5 minute candle and make a new high. I said 39.7. That's where I'm highlighting. So look at my right chart. Let me zoom in for you. My right chart, 39.7 is where we need to get. Stop is now 36.9. And if I do get stopped out, I mean, it's not the end of the day. It's not the end of the world. I mean, it's the end of my trading day. I'm not going to overtrade. So I'll make a little less money. I'm shooting for like $30 on this trade. But if I have to take less, I have to take less. As long as I don't take red. That's the name of the game, right? So that was a little dip there. Looks like a dip got bought up here. So that's a good sign. I want to see this push back around 39.2. I'm like kind of walking you through what I'm watching and looking for. Now, a lot of people don't really do this. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. This is kind of my process on the trade. I have no problem exiting, even though we have 45 minutes left and we're 3 points above my strike. I don't really care. I'm here to lock up profits. I'm here to gain money, and that's it. I'm not here to milk anything. I'm not here to woulda, coulda, shouldas. My analysis is my analysis. If I believe in it, I hold it. If my analysis starts to break down, I exit. All right, 38.5 is what I want to see. There's 38.5. Let's see a little run. Push back to highs. There it is. Now over highs again. 5-day is 39.7. Not quite over highs, sorry. All right, this one was 39.7. So 39.7 is where I want to see it break. And it's starting to break, but we're not really getting a lot of momentum with it. When you're trading, like I'm live in a trade room, so you know I got other people that you know from time to time will pop in and talk if they're available to trade. But sometimes when you talk it through, okay, now I'm approaching stops here. All right. So it's getting heavy. That's a big move. Now we went from positive to negative. See, that's what I didn't want to happen, but I was talking. See, it's kind of hard to do this because you got to be fast. Okay, so if you continue to hold, like I just did, this can happen. So now I'm in recovery mode here. Yeah, I gotta cut it. No, cut. You gotta take profit. So full transparency, you guys saw that loss, right? So here to here. Ended up losing like $30 on this one. Let's see, 425. Now my ROI is down 58, so 58%. All right, so I'm glad I ended up losing or taking a stop loss. I'm not glad I lost. What the heck? No one's glad they lost, but I'm glad I managed the way I did. I could have definitely exited a lot earlier, but as you can see now, look what happened to the chart. So we tried to push for new highs, and we failed. I do believe this is going to reverse now. We are going to continue to push down, in my opinion. But I'm done trading for the day on this small account. So if you guys like this video, as you can see, total 174. We had 110 to start, so we're up 58% on our investment. All right, guys, so that's it. Take care.